Tell me when. Oh, okay. So hello, my name is Andrew Loof here at the Wayland Library, and this here is our telescope. Since we can't bring the patrons in, I'll bring the tutorial to you. So first, let's open the box, and you may not be able to read all of it, but it will give you the contents, everything that is in this box, and also a little helpful reminder, please read the instructions before using this. So inside, you'll see a quick reference guide, very handy. The telescope itself, so the way we ideally would like you to pull it out is to pull it out by this handhold here, which might be hard to see, but there is a handhold. So, oh dear. We'll put this here, and then there are two travel pillows to keep it safe so it doesn't jostle around so much when being transported to and from the library. So, with that out of the way, we can begin with getting this all set up. So the first thing that you'll want to do is notice anything that has a green dot on it. For instance, if you look closely here, there's a small green dot, which means these items can be touched. These can be adjusted in any which way. So the rule of thumb is, if there's no green dot, please do not touch it. That being said, we'll continue. The first thing you'll want to do is unscrew this piece here, and that just essentially keeps this nice and tight. So if you unscrew it, it gives you the opportunity to lift the telescope. Now, the ideal height is about here. You want it to be kind of flush with this "never look at the sun" sticker. And then you tighten this up, it'll hold itself. Turn it around here. Then you want to loosen this, and before I'll turn it back around, you want to remove this bottom cap and then turn it thusly. And now the important part to note is this is the part that you want to point at what you want to view. The other side is the back of the telescope. So once you have it set up in a way that is comfortable for you to view through the viewfinder here, you can retighten this and it will stay in place. And then what you need to do next is remove the cap here, which will open up the viewfinder, and then you want to point what you want to see in the general direction of the object. And then to get more of an accurate view, you can twist this knob and you'll hear the click. And this part's kind of hard to get on video, but you'll want to look through the viewfinder, and if you don't see any light, which there should be, double check. There's a battery pack here that has, I believe it's 2 AA's. Make sure that it's on, and if it is on and there's no red light, it means the batteries are dead. So we will have to replace those batteries before this goes out. And then to turn it off, all you do is you flip the dimmer switch until it clicks again. And then while the light is on, you want to be looking through and make sure that there's the red dot that is directly over what you want to view. And once you've done that, you can shut it off. It's best to shut it off immediately after you've set it up, just so you don't forget and leave it on and then the batteries die, as the case may be. And once you've done all that, you can then proceed to look through the viewfinder and see any objects that you'd like to see. And Here we have already on the telescope a sticker of it's a map of the moon essentially. And since this is a reflecting telescope, the picture will be flipped and reversed. So this map here has already had that happen to it. So this will be what you see. And once you're done for the evening, all you have to do is begin putting it away, which you can put the cap back on here. And before I resume the packing procedure, I want to note that it comes with a fanny pack, and inside of the fanny pack there is a headlamp, and it does both white and red LED light. The purpose for this is while you set up in the dark, you can use the white light, but if you need to make adjustments, it's best if you use the red light so you don't damage but you don't ruin your night vision, because it does take quite some time to readjust. And then in this front pocket, we have included a few guides. We have the National Audubon Society Pocket Guide for constellations. And then we have another little cheat sheet available that goes into a little bit more detail than the quick reference guide. So if there's ever anything more specific you need to learn, feel free to reference this. And we do just want to make sure that everything stays in the fanny pack when it gets returned, so that everything's all together and nothing's jostling around inside of the package. So just put this back, zip it up. So to resume the packing procedure, you will note there is this piece of cardboard. It's nothing in particular special, but it has 3 rivets cut out here. So any one of these rivets goes over this here bolt. So you want to make sure it lines up like so. And then you will want to loosen this one here, and you can then turn the telescope down and screw it back into place. Just doing a slightly more careful version of this. Then you will want to loosen here and make sure to hold it so it doesn't fall directly onto the cardboard. You want to lift it and hold it, and then replace the cover, at which point you can drop it onto our cardboard circle. Press down, but not very gently press down. And oh, that's also important. One thing that is very important to note when putting it back, it is necessary to have it turned about like so that you can still get your, let me turn it a little bit further, that's perfect. So you can still get your hand in it, but ideally the viewfinder is at this angle, because I will bring the tub around on the floor here. So the proper way of putting it in our tub involves placing one pillow at the front, placing the second pillow on the side here, and so if you have configured the telescope thusly, you can place it into the tub, and the viewfinder should be up against this pillow so that if it does move in this direction, it'll just bounce on this pillow. And lastly, if there are any questions or if you're unsure of anything, this quick reference guide contains every procedure from taking it out to putting it back and how to use it. So it's a very handy reference guide, and I recommend reading it before operating the telescope. And I hope you enjoy looking at the celestial bodies. Thank you.